acquired here. We are up north for the first time since Thanksgiving, and I have to pick a little bit to get out of the garage for the UTV. Scott's surgery went well. That's why we haven't been doing any wood cutting like we normally would be doing in the winter. We have a lot of it to do at home. But you can watch me pick some ice, and then we're going to head over to the off-grid cabin. We're going to clean it up. We have a group of kids coming to stay with us for fishing in a couple weeks, so want to make sure everything is working great for them. So I'm going to set this up here. This is what you have to do to get out of the garage. So we haven't had much snow up here, which has been nice. And this is Scott's first, like, out of the house outing. But he can't help with any of this stuff. So I started this and then I was like, oh, I should record it. And I wanted my gloves. So might want to point down. You can listen to me huff and puff while I do work. Huff and puff. With my rusty pickaxing skills. Like, in case you're wondering why I didn't just drive out, the height of the UTV does not clear this ice bump, so I got to take some of the ice out. I'm sure y'all figured that out, but I thought I'd mention it. Just a pain in the butt. All right. So, well, I better throw that pickaxe in the UTV. I might have to pickaxe the door at the other cabin. I gotta run in. Did you grab my camera bag? I can get it if you don't wanna. I'll drive over and pick you up. Did you get your brace? Brace. Wear your brace. He got permission to be out of the brace. All right. All right. We are off to the other cabin. See? The off-grid cabin has survived nicely. We have a lot of work over there. Not so bad over here. We're going to be going inside and cleaning up the place. Provided. Do you have your keys? Okay. I had left the keys. I left the keys sitting on the back of the UTV like a dingleberry. Scott's gonna open the shutter so we have some light. Last fall we had a grouse go through the other side on the other window. So the other side has a brand new window. Here we are. All the stuff didn't get put away from putting the window back in. We had a lot of glass to clean up. And it was snow and winter and stuff, so we didn't. It went through both panes of glass, so we have this to clean and tape to take off. We just got it done before it was already started snowing and stuff when we put it in. So this is the gas furnace. It runs on propane, which we don't even remember if we have propane in it. It's been a couple of years since we've actually spent the night since we did the other cabin. So we're in here today to clean this up and get it ready. See all the little stickies on the window? That was the one it went through. And then I'm going to be firing up the wood stove here. This is what heats the cabin. And I'm going to show you a before photograph of image of, oh, it's not working. You can see lots of spider webs. Oh, it needs a battery. I have batteries. Hold on. I'm going to show you the temperature inside. It's probably colder than outside. It is not minus 40 outside. It's probably 29 outside. But it'll adjust once I just put in new batteries. So it's about 37 degrees inside here. And it's starting to go up already. Scott turned on the gas lights. He's getting a fire started in the stove. He's got the damper open. Fire started. This little itty bitty part right here heats the whole cabin. I also have it started. I put a thermometer on today so we can see where we're at. This is our boot dryer when we stay over here. So, all right. We're going to get to cleaning.
Looks like
Flue's open. You want me to?
No, Joanne.
Oh, it's outside to see if smoke's clearing.
Yes. Smoke coming out.
All right. Good thing to check.
Nice and clean.
We'll have to move this plastic bag off the top of the stove. And plastic lights. Can't leave those on the stove.
No, not a good idea.
So,
Plastic, another flashlight there.
oh, I didn't even see that. So you can see when it gets hot, even the PVC kinked. Yeah, I can't see it because it's camel. Yeah. So this is what we've got our work entailed for us today. So here's a before. It's cute. Huh?
Bring the vacuum over. Yeah, we got a vacuum.
We got a vacuum here. We have a generator in the shed, in the garage there. Here's the back area. So here's before. It's a mess. There's my sleeping bag. A lot of spider webs to take care of. But like I said, we haven't slept in here in a couple years. About 2 years.
You want to light the oven or the heater?
Oh, here's glass. I might have to take it apart and see if there's more glass inside here.
Glass ain't gonna bother that thing.
Is the propane on outside?
Yeah.
Oh, obviously, because you lit the lights. That was a blonde moment, wasn't it, folks? OMG.
I can't lay on the ground either.
I know you can't lay on the ground, but I can. So, anyway, we have our work cut out for us. Lots of spider webs, but that's okay. As you can see, like our storage system, everything gets kind of a grimy coat because of the wood stove, but everything is stored inside bins. So all the stuff inside stays nice and clean. There's never any mice on it. You never have to worry about something being dirty. We've never had a mouse problem since the remodel when this stuff got put in the old, before the remodel and the new roof. We had issues, but all the dishes stay nice and clean, dust free. Metal cabinet is key. So the chairs have, I don't know where I set your keys, have, this is deer hide. We tried to stain it brown, but it kept turning pink, so that's the way it stayed.
Where's your jacket?
I didn't have a jacket. I got my heated hand warmers in my pockets.
Hanging on the door?
I probably left it, maybe. This is my husband's pet peeve. I lose the keys all the time. Nope, I didn't leave them in the door. I lose the keys all the time. We have a lot of books up here about wildlife and stuff like that. Camp history, pictures from when the camp was started. We even have, here's the original camp.
Where'd you put it, Joanne?
Couple of hours. We had to open the windows because we got hot. It's currently 72 degrees inside 2 hours later. It is really not 40 below outside, just so you know. It's probably 40, 35. So the stove is cooking away. The window is clean. We're not done, but show our progress. The bunk beds are all cleaned off in the back. Those two bunk beds are cleaned off, except for a missing miscellaneous board that we're going to take out of here. And now we're just stuck with the middle. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
You want to talk to the supervisor?
Am I talking to the supervisor? Or
You
am I
are the supervisor.
Oh, I'm the supervisor? I don't feel like the supervisor around here.
You're the supervisor. What do you feel like around here?
I don't want to get myself in more trouble.
That's probably a good idea. So, yep, pretty much down to the middle section of stuff. Went pretty good. But it's toasty warm in here. I can't stand by the stove. Let me give you... I like the stove. I gotta bring wood in right now. So that's our update.
Alright guys, here we are at the off-grid cabin. We had been cleaning it up the last time we were in here. So here was the end results. Yeah, they're all cleaned up, organized, ready for my son and his buddies to all come up here ice fishing, use the place. So I'm gonna fire the gas up in here, get her warmed up for them. They're all driving up tonight. It's the old hunting camp. We got the 4 bunk beds in here. All cleaned out, all the bugs are out, the cobwebs out. Clean the windows. From when the kids were small, there's still Legos up there. So there's the boot drying rack, oven. Get this baby fired up here. See if I got a lighter. There's our lighter holders. There we go. We got some gas to finally come through. Now I can start lighting pilot lights. I got to get the air out of the lines. You shut her down. So, all right. I'll check back with you in a little bit. Yeah, we got her pretty well cleaned up. Looks nice in here. My truck outside. All right. We got her warming up already. You know, all the lights lit. Pilot lights are lit. I got the wood stove lit, and then the wall heater going. It's already feeling comfortable in here. It's 24 degrees outside Fahrenheit. I got her up to about 40 in here already. There, you can see the wood smoke coming out over there. A little breezy out there. Got a good cold front coming in. It's supposed to be 10 degrees tonight. But kids will be plenty warm in here though. This place warms up nice. Been used for, this building here has been used for over 70 years as a hunting camp. Had some renovations. Added the knotty pine and I think 3 inches of foam underneath. The knotty pine, it's a block building, concrete block building. Concrete slab. We put carpeting down, and I tiled the entrance here and around the stove because it just didn't look great with all the little burn marks from the stove on the carpeting when we did carpet it. Used to just have little remnants of carpeting in here, so we bought the cheap indoor outdoor carpeting and put it in here, and it's worked well. It's basically, when we were using it a lot, every about 4 or 5 years we just replace it. And you don't have any power here or anything, so vacuuming becomes a issue. You either got to bring a generator over and vacuum. So if you're eating in here a lot and stuff, yeah, almost have to get rid of the carpeting or it's going to attract ants and stuff, you know. But building's worked really well for a lot of years. A lot of memories in this building. We don't get any monster deer up here or anything, but shoot a lot of little ones, you know. Typical Northwoods 8-pointers and 4-pointers, and you know, nothing real monstrous. It's not trophy deer country up here. Got a lot of predators, bears and wolves. We've shot a lot of bears. Can't shoot the wolves. Wish we could thin them out a little bit or control them a little bit, but I guess it's part of nature. You gotta let them do their thing. We definitely have rebounded in this area. We're connected to Oneida County forest land. And there's a fair amount of timberland up here, but that's being sold off lately. Unfortunately, a lot of that's now going into private hands. So let's take a look at the fire here. I loaded her up pretty heavy. Looks like she's rolling pretty good in there. So now to heat the place up, I'm going to miter bring down the airflow. Bring her to a slower burn. Probably try and turn the oven on. We'll see how that goes. This old Kalamazoo stove was my wife's grandparents' First stove they used to cook with and heat their house with. Over the years, it had a conversion. Went to an oil conversion in there. So there was some holes drilled in it on the back side back here. Down there. And they had hooked it up to a water tank. They had a stainless steel water compartment on this end. Over here. We don't really use that. So the oven should start heating up a little bit here, because when you turn it to that oven setting, it really heats this room up. It's not as tight as I would like anymore. So you can see some of the smoke wafting up through there. It gets better as it warms up. So sometimes I don't like running on the oven setting. We'll see how it does here. It's getting to, that's an antique, so it's run a lot of years. I think I'm going to take it off the oven setting and just let it burn, because it's letting too much smoke come out. And I don't want to have it smoky in here. So now you take it off the oven setting, and you can see all the draft goes up the chimney then. And I'm not going to miter it down at all because the stove's not tight enough for that. So we'll let this cook. I'm probably going to kill most of the lights now that we got the furnace going and everything. Yeah, it's throwing a lot of heat there. I'll probably leave one light on for when the boys get up here. Yeah, I'll leave the two on. One over the stove and one over the back room here. All right. Shut this down. So that's the cabin. Cleaned up nice. You can see my snow from my shoes walking in here. There's not much snow this year. It's been a really weird year. Usually we do a bunch of snowplow videos and stuff, or snow blowing videos, but there's been no snow. It's been a crazy, I guess they call it El Nino year. So we'll see what happens.